Hello, everyone. There's one of you now. But if you're watching the replay, hello. I'm Steve. Mark's around. And this
Hey
is.
everybody!
That's Mark. And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc. Welcome or welcome back. We are live today. Because, surprise, we're live today. So, put it up on the community board, put it on Facebook. I don't know if I put it on Instagram.
I did.
Okay, it was on Instagram. Thank you, Mark. So, just caffeinating a little bit at the moment.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, you could just, like you normally do.
I know how to do it
Okay,
live.
I thought you were asking me.
Hello, Tara. How are you? Winnie. Caroline. Kurt. Hello. Something a little different. You're actually going to get 2 days in a row of lives because Mark and I will be up tomorrow night, actually. Just stopped at the bus stop. Well, James, we are doing it a little different today. I did my homework. Did all my homework. Hello. Misha, Buttercup, Nixie, Trisha. Okay. I'm trying to work my way down. Usually I have Mark going next to me. We're all coming in nicely. So, I did my usual preparations for what would be Coffee Talk. And I went through the videos and tried to keep up with the side drama that was also going on. But unfortunately, it was just a lot going on. Add 10 cheeseburgers to it at the tail end. So I did it all, and then I thought, let's maybe a discussion more than a, just a one-off video. Plus, I kind of went off on the mouth with Cynthia Beaumont the other day, so maybe it would be a little nicer. So, is Mark making an appearance? He's around.
I might.
He may. He's back there doing some stuff. So, well, good. I hope to give you something to listen to. So yeah, essentially we'll be doing Coffee Talk, but it's not just my thoughts. If you have any of your thoughts, and again, it was kind of a interesting week with Miss Foodie Beauty as well. So, hey, crazy plant lady. I feel like kind of a hypocrite because last week I criticized for doing too many lives. Ooh, split die, fantastic. And here I am doing a live, and then we're doing one tomorrow. But during this week, there was, I don't know, her videos were kind of blasé, but there was like crazy drama, a rage driving live crap with Charlie Gold again. There was just more and more stuff, and it's not. This isn't even about me. She should be on a weight loss journey thing. This is about what the hell in the extremes of human behavior. It was a little more like that. So, yeah, it is excessive, James. I'm just riding her coattails. It's totally. I mean, I already make money off her content. Why not try this too? So, yeah, she's not bothered. Well, thanks for coming, Catherine. Thanks for at least stopping by. I appreciate it. So, apparently, the rage driving drama. I'll touch on the dramas first. She goes out for a drive in what could have been a beautiful drive. Hi, Linda. Turned into her raging and ranting, and then YouTube Underground's name seems to have come up, and then she's talking again about the fat shaming and the bullying and all the, that kind of stuff. So, bullying. First point, bullying is very real. Also, bullying doesn't happen when you're almost 40. At least not in that way. You have to take something of a prone position to be bullied at that age, assuming you're a competent adult. But, hi, Blue Flamingo. So, she starts talking about Yaba, who they have, bad blood, if you know YouTube Underground. I like her. She's not everybody's cup of tea, but she's got a spirited group of, supporters, I would say, and they like her. So they have anyway. Well, Yaba's not bad. I like Yaba for what it is. And she does the whole once again thing. You have children. How could anyone act like that? You're a mother, blah, 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 blah. Forgetting that I don't know if the fact that Chantal ate 7 cheeseburgers in one sitting, if that's going in the Christmas letter exactly. But apparently Yaba should be humiliated with herself. So, Craigslist's catfishing. I wouldn't be surprised. It might have come through somewhere. Let me see. Chantal left a catty comment and bolted. Well, dirty deleter. Yeah. Crybaby growing up. Well, I knew she ended up getting some inpatient or at least residential treatment because she had some mental health issues. She'd mentioned before staging, and I'm not saying this is Chantal, good, bad, indifferent, evil, crazy, sane, but she said that she had sort of staged a suicide attempt to get back at her mother, to get her mother's attention, and she ended up in the ER, and then she was in a residential therapeutic setting for a while, where of course she thought she was better than everybody else. So that did happen. She was a wild child, and it sounds like they tried to rein it in as best they could, to the point where she needed to be out of the home for treatment. So I don't know. And then aside from Yaba was the Charlie Gold community posts, was that was fortunate. I do have to thank the reaction community at large. Yaba, who's the other one? Oh God, what's his name? Alex is shook, and a couple other ones, because pieces of what needed to be learned by me to talk about this were put up on their reaction channels. Screenshot here, video clip there. Aphrodite's Peach, another good channel I just stumbled onto. Very cool. Very cool. I do like it. I do. So some of the backdrop came from some of the footage I was able to view. I got from there. Otherwise, this is all primary. Totally primary. So, yeah. Yeah. If you don't mind, Uncle Steve needs a cigarette here. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know much about the Rose Dawson sank the Titanic, the heart of the ocean. I thought, we'll skip around. Yes, I am live right now. The first one, bus stop memories. Yeah. Health and weight have gone in the wrong direction since BB. She had to sit down or walk her when she lived with him. Yeah. You know what I noticed this week? And this is, again, just, it's an observation. The only video that I saw her in this week where she was standing was when she caught herself in the reflection getting a look at her outfit when she was with Pete's outside of when they do dining out during the pandemic, which was the next video in sequence. She caught herself in the thing. Every other time, she's sitting. Like completely sitting. So, mom was a teen mom, spoiled, out of guilt, set the stage. Yeah, environment, you know, not that single mother means anything necessarily, but there was tumult in the household from what Chantal described. You know, there was challenges there out of the gate, probably. Hey, Blue Denim. So, but she goes out with Pete's during the pandemic, and they're only going to go once a month. I don't know. And she orders a huge decadent meal. And if I hadn't been out to a restaurant in 6 months, I may have done the same. She got like this buttery garlic sauce to dip her seafood in, and what was it, creme brulee for dessert, and baked brie with pepper jelly and things. I was dying. I was so jealous. The food looked good. Pete's got a steak and fries because Pete's. So that was pretty much all I had seen there. I like these little vloggy things that aren't all about food, because if they're not about food, she doesn't complain about people talking about food, or her, or shame, or weight, or the cruel world we're in. Did she get a Diet Coke? No, she had a Caesar, I think, actually, when they went out. So, I don't like Clamato. Call me close-minded. Not my thing. I was a Bloody Mary guy. When I drank and went to brunch, everyone's getting mimosas. I'm like, Bloody Marys, keep them coming. I can't... Champagne? Please! I need vodka in the morning. It's not even noon, and I'm not even drunk yet. So, it was a fun video. The going out in the pandemic wasn't too much to it. Pete's got to show off his toy collection. that's Pete's. I don't know how else to put a bow on that exactly. Um, there was a couple. When we get to the Titanic video, I liked the Titanic video. I thought it was okay. Brunch is the gayest meal of the day. I would argue that myself. By the time I was going to brunch, I was such a drunk anyway, it didn't really matter. I was probably drinking before brunch. So like I was. So yeah, it wasn't a food video. The next one is the one, Pizza and Wings Mukbang. They attempt to make pizza, the kind where you smash the dough out of the can. Yeah, like it's not a treat. They order out all the time. Like all the time. And she's, big Pampers with the money right now. So it's like spending more this, more drinks, more appetizers, more this. So, I don't know. So they burnt some pizza, and she made it a point to say she didn't do it on purpose. Hi, Julia. She very well may have done it on purpose as an excuse to order out. And they get food from a place called Toppers or something. I don't know, but I suspect they may have had some edibles. They may have imbibed in something or another prior to this, because that could explain burning stuff. It could also explain the giddiness, perhaps. Yeah. Not mad at her. It's legal. It's recreational. It's, live and let live. But sometimes when she's high, it's annoying. Especially if she does the laugh where she can't catch her breath. It's scary. Like, get your CPAP scary. So. Pizza is filling out a little bit. Pete's is filling around in the belly. His chest is starting to fill out. He's not filling out in the face too much, though. So, I don't know. Colorado girl, I've seen people move here and gain weight from the munchies. Yeah. It's nuts to see how toxic their friendship is. Yes, Mark's in the background. He's here. Hi, Snow White. Snow White says hi, Mark.
Hi!
He says hi. CB just posted a spill the tea video. Well, keep me in the loop. Let me know. If you have an eating disorder, why would you take something that makes you want to eat more? I think yeah, James, it's a big kind of, I take psych meds. Big surprise, right? And some of them are antipsychotics. I have bipolar disorder. And antipsychotic medications can make you very hungry. They can screw with your your sugars and things like that, and there's a higher risk of diabetes. But I would get the sensation of the munchies. I'd be so hungry. I'd be starving. The first night I took some of these medications, I was living with my parents, and I made an entire bowl of like raw brownie mix, like brownie batter, and ate the whole thing with a spoon. And it was chemically induced hunger. It's different than being authentically hungry. You just keep eating, everything tastes good, and there's no sense of fullness. So, if you're trying to control your hunger because you have an issue with it, getting smoked up it doesn't help. It doesn't help. So, I had meds like that. I gained 30 pounds. Yeah, they come quick. I was on lithium. Woo! I was like 290. That was big. I was almost 300 pounds. Do I take Neurontin? Yes, I do. I have an interesting cocktail that's been recalculated over the years. So, it's quite the cross section. Nothing you can abuse. Like, I didn't get any. Well, Neurontin you can abuse, but I work between my MD and the psychiatrist. Kind of the team approach, because I've treated my body like a speed bump. There's some wear and tear. For someone who's, I'm in my 30s, late 30s, so things are going to start to go, but. So, that's why I look at Chantal and I think, she's my age. She's about 2 years, close to my age. And, I don't know, it's so different how different people's lives can turn out. So anyway, in the pizza video, they burn it, they order food. That's about it. Pete's gets in a dig. Pete's is like the king of the dig, I have to say, because they ordered food out and she said she wasn't sure she would like it. And Pete said, "You'll like it. You like food." Hmm. Do you think Chantal and Pete's will hook up? Well, they have. I mean, they were together for a period. Um, and I know they were physical together from things Chantal had said. So, I don't know. I think Pete still carries a torch for her. And I think Chantal knows that. And I hate to think she would use it to her advantage, but she could. Um, I don't know. I have a soft spot for Pete's. I just feel like he needs, I don't know, a buddy. I don't know how else to put it. Someone to like, I don't know, keep him company or like help him cross the street. I don't think that he's not a grown adult with a sound mind and body and anything, but he just seems like not naive, but naive. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, Pete has very little in terms of thought cap. He's very uninhibited as far as social norms and a lot of things like that. So. And then the next video that we went into, which was very popular, was Sloppy Joe. Now, if you haven't heard about the video or seen the video, I don't necessarily want to, you know, put it out there too much. But essentially, it was a TMI story while she ate Sloppy Joes. So, did you start working on your mental health because of your addiction, or did you pick up carrying mental health addiction? They both happened at the same time, James. We'll just... Tangents are fine. Is same time. I tried to treat one and then the other, and then treated another one and the other, and I ended up going to, after about 5 rehabs, the 6th place I went to, did co-occurring treatment for both at the same time. So that's when I started to get better. But I was in and out of 21-day treatment centers, 90-day treatment centers for a long time. And then eventually I started getting integrated treatment, where it was a treatment team of drug and alcohol professionals and mental health professionals who worked together. And that gave me a good start. And then after I had my good start, the rest of it was on me to follow up or not follow up. And I did. And there's been hiccups. You know, I was in the hospital in February for a mental health concern, but life goes on. Yeah, the Sloppy Joe story. Is she like testing the water for OnlyFans? Because it didn't work out for somebody else. Yeah. Um, yeah, addiction can be treated a number of different ways. Some people, the gold standard for them is abstinence. For other folks, it's unmanageability and quality of life. For other folks, it's medication-assisted treatment. A lot of folks, it's a very spiritual thing. For other folks who don't particularly have a spiritual life, it's something much more practical, or they manage it through therapy. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat. A lot of different ways people get well. Not dissimilar from the way Chantal tries to lose weight. You know how she's tried, like, I still think of the grape lemon fast. It still comes back to me. She's emulating Nikocado. She brings his name up a lot. And I got nothing to say. Nikocado Avocado is just not my kind of guy. You know? I just see... He's just a big baby. I mean, he's just a baby. I don't see anything redeeming. I don't see one redeeming thing about... I don't know him off, you know... I don't know him off of YouTube. All I see is what videos are put out. Maybe off camera he, you know, does very noble things and he's an upstanding gentleman. But this attention-seeking, crying, steadily expanding mess is nothing I would care to watch. And yet I like Chantal. But I think it's because I don't know. I have a soft spot for her. She's a train wreck. She's manipulative. But it's still there. Yes, Cam, I think he's fake. Totally fake. If he were an authentic mess, there might be a little more sympathy, but I think it's also just like so contrived and so stupid. So, at any rate, Sloppy Joe's story was a very graphic story about her encountering a gentleman she met very briefly. Hey, Jojo loves New York. Thank you for joining us. I'm a fan of your work. I think I was subscriber number 200, actually, Jojo. Mark is here, Jessica. He's not officially in this video, but he's definitely in the house. So he's going to be joining us probably in not too long. Yeah, I like her when I don't want to punch her in the face. You know, it's like I want to just shake her and be like, knock it off! Knock it off. If you would just stop doing this, this, and this, you would be totally likable. You wouldn't be the third wheel anymore. You were the third wheel in a story that was supposed to be kind of like hot. And you. But, well, hot is a relative term. So, then we went into eating like the Titanic. Now, I don't know if any of you guys like history or anything like that. Caroline, I can't follow Amber Lynn Reed because there's too much backstory. I've only been on YouTube following for maybe 3 years or so. There's just so much backstory with Amber Lynn, I can't get into it, and it's just I can't. I don't think I could. Keep it simple, show it dumb. Curious of your opinion. To me, it seems like both Chantal and Pete are gaining weight. Thank you for the super chat, Dom. That was nice. Yeah, they're both gaining weight because there's more takeout in the house. I don't know if Pete's. I mean, something must have changed if Pete's is getting bigger. There must be more food around, I would think. So the Titanic thing I thought was cool. The red wig. She put some effort into the video. It was cool. And I like history stuff, and I watched Titanic. It came out when I was in high school. Every girl I knew was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. And the food was fussy and I thought nice, and she kind of did her own thing. You know, they didn't have Old Bay on the Titanic, but let's not split hairs about dumb shit. It looked good. It was nice. She put a little of this, a little of that into it. You know, I appreciate that as a viewer, that there was a little extra something something. So, I don't know. And the chicken looked good. It looked good. So, I would, you know, but... And then the next one was the McDonald's 10 cheeseburger challenge. This is about the point where oh god. It was graphic, yes. It was very, very graphic. Yes, Katniss. It was a little more graphic. I have a pretty strong stomach for a lot of things, but yeah, the Sloppy Joe story was not. I was surprised it was even like monetized. You know, she spoke around the right language. She tiptoed around, you know, keywords and stuff, but not gross because she's over. See, this is the difference. Okay, let's say we all listened, God help us, to the Sloppy Joe story. Now, she mentions in the story that the gentleman liked larger women. So there was a connection there. And if I said offhand, ooh, that's gross, she would immediately think that it was because she was a bigger woman. And that's why I thought the story was gross. It's gross because she met him 5 minutes ago. That's why it's gross. I mean, that's the thing. Her mind immediately goes to, it must be because I'm fat. No, it's because of that. Well, now I'm slut shaming, I guess. But, maybe I'm safety shaming. Is that it? We'll call it that. Yes, Tim, it is unexpected. Yeah, the cheeseburger video was something that I thought, yeah, Sloppy Joe wasn't about she made Sloppy Joes, and I was just saying before the video, I haven't had a good Sloppy Joe in a while. I was gonna make some. Now, oh no. Maybe grilled cheese after that.
I'll never be able to eat a Sloppy Joe again.
That's Mark. No Sloppy Joes in this house. We are now a Sloppy Joe-free home. Hi, everybody. Y'all remember Mark. So the first thing I thought was, do I think I can eat 10 cheeseburgers? And I thought, yes. But she said she was on an empty stomach and she was just going to have watermelon for the rest of the day or something. I hear you, Janet. True or not, it was the centerpiece of the mukbang, was the story. If it wasn't true, I can't believe how graphic a piece of fiction would be would be told as well. What gross story she's making up now? I couldn't tell you. I don't know what she'd be coming up with now. But what I had to think was when she was sitting down to the 10 cheeseburgers. And she's tried to get out of the way. I know it's unhealthy. I know, blah, blah, blah. And dismiss any sort of backlash from it. She would say, I'm not binging when I'm doing mukbangs. You guys don't know what a binge looks like. When you start with an empty stomach and eat until you can't eat anymore, how the fuck is that not a binge? Oh, it's not a binge, it's a challenge. It's a binge. I'm not saying she's a bad person for binging, but let's not lie to ourselves to continue self-destructive shit. I am very good at doing that. Does anyone else want a cigarette? You know, but don't bullshit people. Don't believe half of her stories. I wouldn't say you're wrong. A lot of people don't believe her stories. Yeah, and she's after Charlie Gold. Charlie Gold did a reaction video to the Sloppy Joe video, which I checked out. And Charlie Gold is, I guess, back after a hiatus. Hi, Tracy. Thanks for stopping by. I guess Charlie Gold was out for a while and then came back. So, eats, crap, shops, repeats. Yeah, pretty much. Sleeps in there sometimes. Occasionally a nurse comes by to pack a wound or draw some blood, and then the day goes on, I guess. So, I don't know. But it was hard to keep up this week because all the stuff that fills in the backstory of the drama that happens not really on YouTube, kind of from the community tabs, she deletes. She puts it up, indignant, superior, and then takes it down. So there's like not a record of it. So you can't be held accountable to what's been said. I don't know. I don't know. I think it lacks integrity. Like, don't you want to be able to say, yes, I said this, and then later either be called out on the carpet for it and either say, yes, I said it and I meant it, or no, I was off base and I'm sorry for it. Nope. Nope. Yeah, she has high risk factors for everything. For every lifestyle disease, heart disease, diabetes, all that stuff. And then, yeah, she's at high risk. She's going to get to a certain weight where she wouldn't survive the flu. So, my life's pretty monotonous too with COVID, but I'm not trying to drum up income. Yeah. I mean, she's always worked from... She can work from anywhere. Anywhere that she has an internet access, a vending machine, and an ATM. She'll be fine. Yes, portions are not accurate. They would not have eaten 3 chicken breasts probably on the Titanic. Certainly not a woman. I think the expectations were probably a little more cruel to leave some on your plate during that period. It would bust a seam on the corset, probably. I don't know. I think those are all the notes I have. Mark entered a few things here and there. Usually that he was disgusted or thought... Let's see. What did he say? Can you imagine how to... Oh, that was during Sloppy Joe. That was during Sloppy Joe. Can you imagine how disgusting? What else do we have here? Yeah. Go to the deep dark. See, Kiwi Farms, I know it exists, but like I don't, dig through and look for things. Like I don't fish there. There's another site I go on called Gossip Bakery, and there's 2 other people that I follow threads through on there. And it has a lot of the same stuff. Videos will go from one place to another or get reshared. But there's not a lot of people doing detective work or anything like that. Cynthia learned the flies in her apartment are eating half-eaten lollipops she leaves around. Well, fucking duh. Why don't leave half-eaten food around? I guess they don't teach that anymore. I don't get it. I mean, bless her heart. I don't get it. Chandrazi. Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the stream. I hope you stay. Cynthia should Polliner just watch to see if she insults next. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. At this point, who said it? I'm sure she didn't come up with it. Hey, Leslie. She talked about people of color in her latest video. Well, Cynthia's becoming a little more predictable. She's fallen into a pattern. The things people admit to me. She's she'll make a video or 3 or 4. She puts out maybe 4 a day according to her schedule. And now back on the weekends too, since OnlyFans fell through. Um, a few in a row that maybe no one really cares about. Not no one cares about, but get low views, like the cat, or maybe doing her nails, or showing off a beauty box. And then there will be something inflammatory, spilling the tea, clap back to haters, someone spray painted a swastika on my door. Like something will come up that she can make a thing out of. And it'll get a couple thousand views, and then there'll be another lull. Hey, Roma. Yeah, she'll bring up stuff that has, I don't know. I missed the start of the live, dang. Well, we're here. This was a very short notice live. We only put up notice maybe an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago. So don't feel like you're too far out of the loop. So can't watch her too much. She brings out the beast in me. The beast in me. I've heard it just I know. Hey, Waterworld. Cockroaches are going to start dancing around half-eaten lollipops. Oh my god, I don't think we have any in the house. Out of props. So, Blanche de Beaumont. I always think as though it's funny, because I follow Chantal and I follow Cynthia. And because they both have, well, it's funny because I compare and contrast the two of them a lot because they're the only two that I follow. And I always just, at the end of the week, think, God, I like Chantal. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Leslie. God, I like Chantal so much more than Cynthia. Because I think Chantal has some insight into not being, super okay. The rare video that is entertaining like Titanic feeding, she ruins. Yeah, she did burp at the end. Finally got alive. Yay, Dragon, you got alive. She brings out the beast in everyone. Yeah, she has a lot of quirks that they just dig. They just ding at people. Everybody knows the Cynthia, though, I think, in real life. I mean, she didn't invent bothering people. I think, Yeah, Chantal has some deeper... Let me say this. If you throw both of them into an inpatient facility for a year, I think Chantal will come out a little better and Cynthia wouldn't. That's what I mean as far as capacity to change. There's not a lot of it, but there's some, I think, in Chantal that maybe wouldn't be there in Cynthia. Because Cynthia, this is just the way she is. It's just her personality. They don't make pills for that. This is just how she is. She sees nothing wrong with it. There's no need to change anything. There's no self-improvement needed. Chantal, I think, would disagree with that. She wouldn't not necessarily put the work in to change herself, but she would recognize areas where it would be needed. I think that's the little bit of a difference I see. Yeah, no, Tim, I see that she tries to put some work in, and I think she's been putting a little more effort in this week. Should they do a collab? Oh, God. Do a collab. No. Well, actually, I think I thought of that before. They both like Asian food a lot. Cynthia, for all her white bread and cheese whiz diet when she's home, she does like Asian food when they would go out. Japanese food, Korean food, stuff like that. And she has an adventurous palate in that way. Chantal does, too. They probably would eat the same thing. Chantal would get up and leave. Cynthia would complain about everything. Chantal would get up and leave. I'm sure. My brain is screaming too much. Couldn't watch. Yes, yay, you caught alive. Yes, you caught alive. No, they don't seem... Neither have many female friends. They don't. I don't know. I don't know what that says, if it says anything about either of them. Without showing the clips, more entertaining listening to your stories. Thanks, Chewy. TikTok would be more an effort for Chantal. Chantal isn't even on, she's on Instagram and YouTube, and that's it. I don't even think she's on Facebook. At least not for her channel. Or Twitter? I don't think Chantal's on Twitter, either. We're just getting our feet wet. Oh, Jana, Cynthia's Beaumont is another channel that I follow. I do weekend review type things on Thursdays. So she's another channel that I review here. In my this is the other channel I follow. So in my mind, I back and forth compare and contrast them. I suspect there's probably something unresolved between Chantal and her family. I would think. A lot of tumultuous stuff. Yes, yeah. Pizza is awkward, but likable. I find him to be likable. I don't know. He's just Pete's. I don't know. I don't find anything particularly wrong with him. He's just Pete's. Yeah, and he gets a little dig in here and there. He can be a little passive aggressive, Do I think Cynthia will make it back to New York City? She said 7 years because, apparently it's like just a big pile of bricks right now. Yeah, she'll go. She'll go. If Macy's opens, she'll go. I never knew Chantal to talk much about her family. Her grandmother, yeah, because she takes her grandmother places to do stuff. But I knew her grandmother and her were close. But hey, Edgar Poe, good to see you too. Yeah, Macy's. If Macy's opens, she'll go to New York. She will go to New York if Macy's opens. She's gonna have to live again eventually. She can't be a shut-in. I mean, all she complained about when she was not all she complained about. One of the things she complained about when Tommy was ill, and I could see it being a frustration. I can't see complaining in front of him, but she was frustrated because she was stuck at home. I mean, I try to keep in context that even though so many of us have been in seclusion for a while, and she lives alone and she's by herself, but she was with Tommy pretty much in the same situation for months prior to that, so she really hasn't been out this year yet. Nevertheless, she's going to have to come out eventually. I mean, the world's going to continue. In one way or another, whatever it looks like, it's going to keep happening. Even if this went on for another 5 years. I mean, she's going to have to leave the house for something. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Chantal she's in Ottawa. Isn't that, oh Christ, what province is that? Montreal's Quebec. Ontario? Is that no, wait, I'm getting my provinces and my cities all screwed up. Is that right? Okay. I can do all 50 states. Well, I live in the United States. I should be able to. And then throw me in Canada. I don't know. I think she's not going to go. I think she's going to maintain it has nothing to do with her weight. It has nothing to do with her health. It's going to have to do with travel. It's going to have to do with her putting off that trip to go see her aunt. So the trip's been canceled. It'll be another trip, and it'll just push the timeline further out. But no, I don't think she'll be going on the trip. She did get kind of indignant in one video and say, her "don't tell me what to eat" kind of videos, where she had said, "I'll just buy a first class ticket." Well, she can do that if she can get a first class ticket and get her way around. But so, I don't know. She may, but I don't think so. And who was she talking about? Oh my god. I don't understand though. Like when she claps back at the mother's bullying on the internet, how does she feel about her mother? That was in the notes, Katniss. She would say, how could you be out there doing your mother? How do you brag on your kids? Hi, this is Johnny, and he just enlisted in the military, and this is Kate, and she is in her freshman year of college, and this is Chantal. She can eat 7 cheeseburgers in one sitting. Like, this is how I introduce my kids. I mean, And she went after Yaba for something that hits close home to me. She went after Yaba's background, saying it was like cheap Dollar Tree shit in the background, the kind of stuff that like we have. I've looked in the background in Chantal's videos. Cats on the counter, 100 Amazon boxes on the floor a month after moving. You know, when you're filming at home, you do what you can. We don't have a studio. Chantal doesn't have a studio. Yaba is the closest one who actually seems to have a private space to work from. But gone through an airport? I suspect not. I think Snow White, if she needed to go through, she'd probably need a mobility scooter. I don't think she can walk that distance. Yeah. I'm sure they don't approve. I would imagine time to time some of these start over diets that she does is to appease or reassure them. Kind of like when I used to drink, I'd be like, that's it, I'm going to quit drinking this time. And it shuts everybody up for a week or two. And then I would start again. And just to get the heat off, I would say, okay, I'm starting over again. You know. It would seem like, it would hope it would work. It doesn't usually seem to work, but you would hope it would work. It throws out a smoke bomb so you can disappear stage left and go to Pizza Hut. Or go to the liquor store. Or go to the dope man. Or whoever you're going to. It just makes everybody shut up and leave you alone. So they think you're doing something about it when you're really not. No Mark today. Mark's around. He's hanging around the house. Yeah, the drip dry, I could live without Roma, that's fine. I'm not one of those gay guys that's like, ew, girls, yucky. But there was just some things that she could have left out of that for the sake of, you know. So, I'll drag Mark in. He's just freshening up, I think. But we'll bring him by. Tomorrow is, you know, what time? Tomorrow night at 6, we always go. Not always, but for the last 2 months or so, we've been going live. So we'll be up, both of us, live tomorrow the whole time. But since we were keeping it foodie beauty-ish, thought we'd do it this way. You don't know what goes on behind the screen. I love that one. Let's see. You've only gained weight. I can take a wild guess what's going on behind the screen. Sometimes you can guess, sometimes you can't. I mean, I don't know. That's the only benefit of the doubt that I can give anybody who's on YouTube. No, we don't always know what's going on behind the screen. I can tell you what's behind this screen. There's a cheap Walmart pole lamp. There's a ring light over there. There's a very inexpensive, bought from Goodwill TV stand with a TV that needs to be unplugged and replugged in a lot. And the neighbor's dog barking. That's what's behind here. Pete, I know, God love him, he filled out. She said herself $399, $400. So I'm speculating, but I mean, how much further does it go? $420, $450, $500? Then what? Do you explode? Chantal's a very petite woman, height-wise. She's short. She's only about 5'1". That's a lot of weight on her frame. That'd be like if someone was 5'5" and they were 600 pounds. It's a lot. You can't stay that fat forever. I'm in my 30s and I spent years. I mean, she's 120 pounds heavier than I was at my heaviest, and I'm 10 inches taller than she is. So I'm not saying that to shame her. I'm saying it's a lot of wear and tear on a body, which she'll say, I know, I know. It's good to know. But when it starts to hurt and things start to give, you got to either reverse it or I guess just do what she's doing. Accept it. You know, get a walker. Drive everywhere. Sit down in your kitchen instead of stand. I mean, if you just want to kind of accept it rather than do anything about it, I guess that's okay. So. I don't know. I saw a meme the other day, and it was like cute. It was a woman writing in her journal, long red hair, and the text on it said, "Woman rebrands dumpster fire train wreck of a life as personal journey." I thought that sums it up for a lot of the folks I know. Fuck, it sums it up for me a lot of the time. I couldn't live in my body. Well, good for you, Roma, for doing something. Oh, you're right, Caroline. It's not good for a lot of places. Yeah, she is petite. I mean, things start to give. One of my best girlfriends, she was big her whole life. And gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. You'd never know she was a size 22. You'd never. You would swear she was a 16. At most a 16. But, you know, her body was starting to give out. And she ended up going for the sleeve. And it did well by her. She's been doing well for a while. So, I ended up dieting. And for the most part, I kept off the weight that I had lost. My highest was 290. Now I'm about 195 to 200. I put on the quarantine 15-ish. Thanks for coming by, James. I appreciate it. You're alive. Yes, I am live. And yes, you are here for this. So, we're actually not doing too bad. We got almost 150 folks in here. Make sure to hit the like button. Don't leave me hanging here. What do they call that? Activity? Action on your channel? Helps with algorithms or something? I don't know. Talk to her in real life. She's a brat. I've heard as much. But again, I'm trying to be objective and just only go by what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to... I assumed most of this about her. I'm not naive. I'm just trying to be like, this is as much as I see, so this is as much as I'm gonna guess. You know, I suspect she lies a lot of the time. But that's on her. She knows if she's lying or not. You know, that's between her and whoever. But another cooking video. There was one we were gonna do it soon. I made a dump cake already. We were gonna make something else. Might be this week or next. I have to check with Mark. Because Mark keeps the schedule, usually, of what we're doing, if it's not in the usual sequence. Your last Cynthia video was entertaining. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I thought I was a little mean. Actually. 135 and doing keto, but my daughter and son-in-law have been furloughed, so I've been lax in quarantine. Yeah, it's real. The quarantine 15. I'm just coping. I'm overeating because things get spooky, things get scary. I get bored being home alone. On nerves, on self-indulgence. I'm treating myself for what? And I overeat. And I've done it enough over a long period of time that I gained. Mark, you should make a turkey.
I can make a turkey.
He's gonna make that turkey now. I've been wanting turkey since March. I can't find a turkey around here. Turkey breast, yeah. There's a single goose that's been at the supermarket frozen for months. Hi, Caroline. Not mean enough, if I ask you. I don't know. I felt like I could have maybe cleaned up my language a little bit. I'm not sorry for anything I said. Or even my tone. But I suppose I could have been a little more gentlemanly in my choice of words. Maybe. That would be the only thing I would change if I refilmed it. But nothing else. So. Though profanity has its uses. If you're using it just to punctuate things. You know, not if you just throw it around willy-nilly. Turkey is good. It is very good. I know, doesn't it just pitch in your head? Good to see Megan, good to see you too. Yeah, this was short notice, so I'm glad you all were able to pop in. I appreciate it. If Mark makes a turkey, I'll repeat it for Thanksgiving. I think he made one last year, but there's no reason not to make another video. I can get Mark to do anything as long as I say we can make a video out of it. Sometimes there's no replacement for profanity. This is true. This is true. Daily inspirations. Well, I'm happy to do that for you. What prompted the live? I was doing my homework today, going through her stuff, and you know, really nothing other than little interaction. I guess there is no reason. Just a reason to sit down. Something different. A reason to sit down and talk. I did a coffee talk live months ago. I want to say 6 to 9 months ago. just to sit down and have a little chit chat rather than just me dump all my thoughts and then have the comment section have folks talk to each other. So if anyone else had seen the videos, they can chat with me and chat with each other. Or if they haven't seen the video, they can kind of get some information here. Ah, Sandra, Tog, V Gates. Yeah, BB. She keeps her ring light is still there, I'm sure. I like tuna casserole, Tim. He made it once. In 2014, in the fall, he made tuna casserole. I remember the season, I remember when, because it hasn't happened since.
You talking about me?
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
You want to come in for a second?
I could.
Are you decent?
No, I'll have to throw something on.
Put some clothes on. This is a family channel. Yeah, we're doing well, thank you. We're just kicking it. We've been going. We got probably about another 10 minutes, so. Can't watch Cynthia raises my blood pressure. Yeah. I'm making my way through. I'll tell you, B, the secret to doing it is to read them. I turn the volume all the way off and I just read the videos when I go through for Cynthia's stuff. Because her voice bothers me. I don't particularly care for the sound of her voice or the volume of her voice. So I just read it. And the the captions, they don't always pick up because she mispronounces words from time to time. We all do. And you know when you mispronounce a word, it doesn't come out correctly in the closed captioning. So, but that's usually how I am able to go through them too. And then I can make notes on what she's saying easier. I can pause it and go back. So. Yeah, the HelloFresh, that's another one. Mark loves that, too. Yeah, the ring light. It's been a long time. You know, I don't know. Yeah, Cynthia's not everyone's cup of tea. It's, yeah, I don't know. Why doesn't she understand that this... I don't think she sees it that way, B. I don't think she sees it as begging. I think she just sees it as talking, and then people want to give stuff to her. And she's not the kind of person that would say, you guys have been so generous, but please, you know, if... She would never say no just for the sake of politeness, to be like, oh no, I have enough, I have what I need, thank you, this is too much, whatever. She's just like, oh, thanks. Keep it coming. Back that truck up. So, she just looks at gifts differently, I guess. I kind of think she counts them as income. I think she leaves a couple things at BB's. It's like she still has a reason to go back. Like there's still a thin line between her and BB if she has a reason to go back over there. So.
You want me to pop in?
Yeah, you want to?
I don't want to.
Just to say hello and goodbye, because unfortunately we're almost done.
Well, here,
so.
scoot over. I'll pop in and say hello.
Mark's gonna come say hello to y'all.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm not shaving, nothing. I just stopped in to say hi. I don't want to impose on your coffee talk.
Oh.
I like being in the background and moaning and groaning, you
And
know.
carrying
what I mean?
on.
Carrying on.
Yeah.
How is everybody? Nice to see you. I don't even know who's here.
Everybody's here.
I don't know if I have enough time. I could get my phone going. See there. Oh, I can see them there.
Can you see?
A little bit.
A little
Edgar,
bit.
hi. Here we are.
Katniss, Sandra.
Live chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tim, Megan, Counter Page.
Wow, Sandra, Carolyn, Jonna, Sue, Donna, Roma. Hi, everybody! Yay! Storm. Perfect Storm. I just checked out your channel today. Oh man. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Hello, everybody. Cool. All right. TFA.
Do you see me now?
Julie,
Do you hear me
Jessica. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. You looked hot last night. Black is your color. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to you.
Back to me.
Back to you. Well, it's your.
You've said your hello.
This is your thing.
Well, we'll both be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll both be back tomorrow.
We'll
That's
both-
right. 2 lives back to back.
2 lives. Yeah.
My goodness.
Back to back to back to
That's
back.
so exciting.
Mm-hmm. We're both hot, according to Sandra.
Aw, thank you. Aw. Oh my gosh, these are so funny. I should have followed along from out there.
See, they agree. We're hot too. Those.
Oh, how. It's like,
Read what I said about Steve above. You're gonna have to
it's
scroll
like,
back.
so, I guess I turned red, I guess. Embarrassed, I guess. Scroll back? Like where?
Denim Blue had left a comment. He said
Ah,
scroll
what's that?
back.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Dom. How are you? Nice to see. This is the only way we get to see each other anymore, right? Scroll back to where? Thank you, Dom.
I forget. It's going so fast.
I know.
Blue Denim
Look
had
at
a
that.
comment or a question.
Oh, Dom.
Mark, you looked hot last night. Black's your color.
Black's your color. Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
Okay.
yes. Black's my color. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you. I am. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you sat down because it's turning into 5 minutes of compliments.
I know. We can go.
Keep
into
at it, ladies.
our
I can go
evening.
all day.
I know, right? We can go so silly. Big Lots has haunted outhouses. I'm there. I'm there. Totally there. Yeah, see, I just had sparks coming out of her eye. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, thank you, Linda. Oh, that's just so, like, it's very nice of you. Thank you. All right. I heard Chantel say that. Oh, he's talking to someone else. Okay. Love you guys. Jonna, thank you.
Yeah, we're getting close to 3,000.
We are. We are.
We're at 3970 something. But it's weird because, like, the higher the number of subs gets, 3,000 is not, for us, it's huge.
For us, I know
I
we
still-
never thought we would.
I still have the screenshot of when YouTube sent us the email and said you've reached 1,000.
I
So,
know, we were so excited.
I was like,
never
oh, great.
thought that many.
But when
It's
you,
so cool.
the higher it goes up, though, you can lose 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time.
Boom.
And then I'm like looking at the video. What did we say?
What did we do?
What
Oh
did
my
we
gosh.
do?
I know. We are like, sometimes we can feed off of each other. We better watch that.
I know. We lost views. Who
Oh
did we
my
insult?
gosh.
Who's mad? But it happens. And
It
then the
does.
next day,
Yeah,
for
it
no
does.
particular reason, you'll gain 10. And then it goes down. And I imagine when you have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, you could drop a few hundred after a bad video. So I would think,
Oh, here's a good question. Serious question. Are you normal when you interact with people? I wouldn't care less that someone's gay. Matter of fact, I met people that I enjoy and never knew they were gay. Be yourself. Yeah, that's a really good question. Because I used to struggle with that all the time. I used to totally act very differently in public because I thought I'd be made fun of or it was wrong or something
Yeah.
to be who I was. But no, not anymore. And I think some of that comes with age too.
yeah.
I went through that a lot, and it is sad. You're right. You should be yourself, and you shouldn't, worry about what other people think. I'm not throwing it into anybody's faces. I'm not trying to quote convert anybody. I'm not. It's nothing like that at all. So I'm glad you asked that. That was very cool. Orange and black for Halloween hair colors.
Oh. You're going orange, I'm going black?
That's no. We both orange and black.
Yeah.
Like orange, black.
As far as normal, I flew out of the closet, and I was actually very...
Did you?
Yes. I was very over the top. I couldn't shake your hand without going, "Hi, Steve, gay, how you doing?" And then I kind of settled into my skin, because I was still finding my way as an adult, in my case as a man, into my 20s, and so it took a while. And then I kind of settled into my skin, and I was more comfortable, and it was less like, who cares? Less like, who knows? And it just didn't matter. It's no secret. And if I'm at the lunch table and someone's talking about their, wife or someone, I'll say my partner this or that. And if they look at me sideways, I'll be like, look, I've heard about your pregnancy for 9 months. If that's not throwing your bedroom in my face, I don't know what the fuck is. So.
Yeah. Do you have any subscribers from unusual places?
Not unusual.
Gosh, not unusual. Far away.
Remote.
South Africa.
South Africa. There's I forget the.
Then there's where was that one? It's not Transylvania, but
Albania.
that-
South Africa.
yeah.
Japan. Spread out. I wouldn't say remote or odd, but Netherlands. There we go.
Exactly. It's only one part of who we are. Exactly. You're right.
Do women hit on you? No, usually not.
I get it. I don't know why. I get it a lot, and I would think that out of the two of us, I would be the more obvious, gay one. I don't know, but it's too close. Like it's too, to tell. But I've always had that all my whole life. I don't know. I'm not sure.
We
why.
love you the way you are. Thank you, Justine. Thank you for the super chat.
Aw, that's so cute. Aw. Yeah, we have Australia.
Australia,
yeah.
yes. Australia,
Yep.
Japan. Oh, I forget. South Africa, Albania, Vancouver, Alaska.
I would
believe.
say we are pretty opposite. Yeah, opposite personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the important stuff in common.
Yeah.
But
Like,
otherwise,
we like each other.
yeah, that helps.
That's
but like otherwise, we have different interests that very
Definitely.
few of them overlap. Actually, we both like making videos and doing YouTube, but otherwise we don't. Like, I'm not in the garden.
Steve has smart ass remarks. Mark, you're just a nice guy.
That's how it balances out. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's the yin and the yang of it, right?
Yeah. That's kind of how that works.
Beach or mountains? I love them both.
Mountains.
Yeah.
I'll take as long, like, I like lakes as opposed to the ocean. That's my body of water.
Well, we could have lakes and mountains together.
Yeah.
So that's
Well, then I would
see how it works out.
Then I would take mountains. So.
I didn't mean to keep you over your time.
Oh no, that's okay.
Beach.
We usually go a few over anyway.
Yeah,
So.
we do. Yeah.
hmm Someone has to be the smartass. Otherwise, no one can put a blonde in check. What?
Well, you're right. I suppose.
Yes, Caroline's in Scotland as well.
Oh yes, Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, England and the UK, and like I'm trying to remember too. Like because in our lives a lot of times we'll ask
Mm-hmm.
where you're from, and I'm always amazed at where everybody's from and like what time it is there. It's
Mhm.
always so amazing to me. Japan. I guess
Is
Albania
Maryland
was the
not
one.
exotic? Hi, Dennis. Well, it's below the Mason-Dixon.
Bye, Roma. Nice
So
to see you.
it's the South technically. It's just Maryland. Exotic.
It's Maryland.
It's Maryland.
I like Maryland. I like
it's like-
Baltimore. I like.
It's like Delaware. It's like, there it is.
There it is.
What do you got?
Of course, that's what Pennsylvania's like.
Pennsylvania? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Alabama, all through the middle. Kept blaming everyone, betting his life on being gay, trying to talk to him. Coming outs are messy.
Yeah.
There's
They are.
at this point, there's almost people who don't even need to come out at all. Like, you didn't have to.
No, I never actually officially came out. No,
No.
I just was. Like,
Yeah, I was in like big Catholic family, so I didn't know if I was gonna get like thrown out or not. It seems silly looking back. Of course they wouldn't have, but I didn't know. I was 16.
You're scared. You
I was
don't
yeah,
know. Yeah,
I was like 16.
Yeah.
I waited till I left for college, so I was sure I had a place to live, and a buffet. They had great food at that
And
school.
a place to live and a buffet.
They had great food at the University of Scranton. It was so good. The one day they had creme fraiche and caviar on boiled new potatoes as an appetizer. That's what $30,000 a year looked like at school. I was a bad student, so I transferred to a state school. I wasn't bad. I was just drunk and high.
Oh yeah, Erie. That's right. Blue Denim's from Erie. I did love living in Erie. I have to say, I loved Erie. I've never really been to the Midwest. Maybe drove through it. You know.
Mark, will you film some cooking videos for me and start with fried chicken?
Fried chicken. I can do fried chicken.
Do you have a signature fried chicken, or do you just throw together fried chicken?
I don't have a no. I don't know how many times I've made it, but
Like-
I've made it a lot.
Like,
but
is there Mark's fried chicken recipe?
I'd have to do it and write it down as I'm doing it.
Okay.
So I guess that would be my recipe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Blue Denim. I went to the University of Scranton for a year, and then I transferred to Temple University, and I took 3.5 years. I needed an extra semester because I would.
I
Fail.
think yes.
I'd fail and withdraw. So I graduated in January of 2005. So I finished an extra semester, fall of 2004.
Do you think that's when your eating habits developed? Interesting.
In college, some, yeah. Well, I mean, I was heavy as a kid, lost it in high school, traded off drugs for food in college, so.
We need to come to Iowa. I will take you to see the pigs.
See America first. See
Yeah,
America.
absolutely, yeah.
You know, I have to say, one of the things that I found very reassuring about being on YouTube, you know, it's, you meet people from all over, and really, people are the same all over. People are the same all over. You always think, oh, people from this state must be like this, or from that country, or, you know, people's is people's.
People's is people's.
People's is people's.
Yeah, I think so. I've traveled a lot in the country. I've traveled a lot. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. First time commenting, but have been a sub for a long time. Love you guys. Debbie, thank you. It's going too fast.
This is all more about Erie.
What's my favorite lean cuisine? So funny. You remember I would eat lean cuisines. I do like, especially when I'm trying to lose weight, I will eat lean cuisines every single night. They have, I don't know if it's a newer line. Chicken teriyaki, chicken pad thai, they're the bowls.
I had the pad thai. It was very good.
I am so digging them right
And I
now.
don't-
I do like them.
I'm not lean cuisine guy.
No, you're not.
That's not food. But it was good. It was very good.
Yeah, though that whole line is pretty
Yeah.
good. I like that. But lean cuisine, I think, is a decent, very inexpensive
Yeah.
way to eat, and you know it's fortified in that. But I mean, of course, it's processed food. But it seems to be the only way I can lose weight is to go back to my diet, which includes lean cuisines. You know,
Yeah.
but which I probably need to start soon again.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
My major was communications, and it was interdepartmental. So I took, like, from the different majors within the school, I took some broadcasting. I took communication science, which was interesting, organizational communication, PR, journalism, stuff like that. So I took a hodgepodge of courses, and then like law and communication, First Amendment stuff, things like that, and then a bunch of electives. I thought I was done, and I needed 22 credits of crap. So I took beginner to everything. It was good for my GPA, though, by the end, because I was taking a lot of easier courses because I'd finished my capstones. So,
Finished your what?
my capstones.
What's a capstone?
The end-level courses for my degree. So they were like I had to take law and this and
Never heard that
communication,
before.
persuasion, and rhetoric. They were all the...
How's Oscar and Bandit? They're good. They're very good. I don't know where he's at right now. But they're very good. Very good.
I hated broadcasting. It scared me.
I can't catch it. I can't. I can't, like, I can't follow all this. Quarantine cuisine, absolutely. Definitely.
All right, folks. It is about 10 after...
Yeah, I made you
10
be
after
late.
5, I think, here.
It is. Yeah, 10 after 5.
10 after 5
It is.
Eastern.
You guys make the best couple. Have you ever discussed getting married? Yeah, this comes up often.
This comes up every time.
Yeah.
We've talked about it.
We've discussed it. Yeah. I would,
I would. I just don't know when.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Keely. From Keely's World. It's a dancing pair.
Well, we got a dancing pair. Oh,
Thank you.
Keely, thank you. That's so nice.
Always
So
a pleasure,
very nice.
ladies and gents. This was a nice surprise
10
on
after
our end.
11 there.
It was a surprise for us. I hope it was a nice surprise for
Does
you
go
guys.
fast.
Thank you all for watching. We will be live again for our scheduled regular Sunday live tomorrow night at 6 Eastern, so please feel free to stop by. That's like open forum. We just chat about what we chat about and whatever.
Jojo? Absolutely. Okay.
So that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad I popped in. It was so great to see everybody. Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
Please do subscribe, hit the like button on your way out, and hit the bell so you get the alerts when we have a new video and also when we go live. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, Instagram, SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact info is all below. Oh, we're on Twitter. Our handle's at SmokeySteveA.
Yeah, I'm trying to build that up. I'm not doing too well. But as Tink says, smash that like button. I had to get that in there.
She always does.
She does.
And it's cool. This will go back up probably in like half an hour. I'll take it down and then screw with it and all that stuff and then put it back up. So if you want to catch the replay, probably by about 6, it'll be up. Okay? Cool. Thank you all for watching and have a good evening.
See you.
Bye.
Ah.